That passes to the right guy, Steven.
Well, giddy up. And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right along.
I mean, we got Harry Vaughn hanging around here like a little kid wanting a piece of candy from a candy store. Oh, please let me on your show. Please let me on your
It's
show.
kind of the opposite. I said, Harry, you want to hang out with us? He said, oh, no, I got to go brush my hair out.
I don't know. The only thing that Harry's
Gotta
done
go
for
charge
me
up my Prius.
is he gets more hate mail than I do, and I just think that's fabulous. 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 Good morning, folks. This is Friday. This is Friday, right?
It is.
Friday.
It even feels like Friday, doesn't it?
Yeah, man. I'm all about the weekend's coming up. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, I think. I didn't even watch the weather. And I don't even care. It don't matter what it's going to do. And we still got our pickled eggs right here. Y'all can see
It doesn't matter. My
I'm gonna
yard
give-
has needed cutting for so long now.
Yeah.
I've given up.
I'm going to give these about another month before we open them. I'm going to let them sit there and just Rex Walls eggs. How about that? But anyway, today's Friday. We got Jay Edwards. I hadn't talked to Jay in a long time, and so we got Jay Edwards coming up. He's way up somewhere playing music, and love him. Y'all go to jayedwardsmusic.com. Check him out. He has got the coolest voice, man. I am not kidding you. And I sent you one of his songs last night. Did you check it out?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he's
he got-
big voice. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. No doubt about that. Hey, Hank Cochran. This is sad, but today at age 74, country music singer Hank Cochran. Let's see, wait, no. Hold on a minute. American country music singer and songwriter Hank Cochran died at age 74 today. I liked Hank Cochran. I Fall to Pieces.
Oh,
You
yeah,
ought to remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was your
Uh-huh.
era. Anyway, that's what we got.
So he wrote that. I think Patsy Cline made that bigger, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Yep, she did it.
Want me
But
to sing it for you?
he did Sally Was a Good Old Girl. You remember Sally? Sally was a good old girl.
That's right.
Sally was a good old girl. Yeah.
I think that song was in 3/4 time. too.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
got to be 3/4 time.
Yeah.
3/4 time. In 2003, Johnny Cash made his first public appearance after the funeral of his wife. You know, it was a sad time at the end there, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, he come out with that song "Hurt," man, and that was
an intense video.
yeah. And man, he really did good on that. National Gummy Worm Day. Gummy worm.
All right, sign me up. We'll go
I
find.
won't-
There's
I am
probably
a
some up
gummy
in the
bear.
cupboard.
I am a gummy worm. I am a rootin' tootin' snootin' rootin' gummy bear. That'll go through people's head all day today. I love Horses Day.
Okay.
I love horses. I don't know. Horses scare me. They're too big with just the brain's small, and they're so big. It's like, it's not like Harry. Harry's kind of small and his brain's small, so I can deal with that.
And you never know when they're going to fertilize your yard.
Oh, step on your foot.
Boom.
Oh, sorry, I got to put Mike Z on camera. All these people want to see Mike Z.
I know.
All
What's the
these
deal with
people.
that? We act,
Who are
They're
these
old.
people?
Wait a minute.
All these people want to see. There we go.
oh, hey,
Now you see what retired looks like.
you're stealing my thunder. Tapioca pudding day.
Ooh,
I love tapioca
me
pudding.
too.
I don't even know what it is. What is tapioca pudding? I'm a chocolate pudding guy.
Tapioca. It's kind of like fish eggs except sweet.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
I ain't never had fish eggs.
Kind of like bait.
Oh, there you go. Oh Lord, I don't know, but anyway, I do that. That's so funny, man. You're like everybody wants to.
You know, in 1922, the first duck-billed platypus was publicly exhibited in the U.S. at the Bronx Zoological Park in New York City.
That's a weird animal. Could you imagine?
First duck-billed platypus came to the U.S.
Could you imagine being? That's like people being reincarnated. They're being reincarnated. Could you imagine being reincarnated as a duck-billed platypus?
Uh-uh.
Be like, dude, this ain't what I bargained
I
for.
didn't sign up for this.
And everybody that believes in reincarnation, they're
Maybe
like,
it-
they're like when I back years and years ago, I was a great king of Israel or Egypt or they're never like, oh, I shoveled horse crap.
Maybe a Tasmanian devil.
You know what I'm
but-
saying though? I mean, if they do that, they're never anybody that's somebody or anybody. They always look back on their history and they're like, oh, I was a great royal prince.
Well, I
or
don't know.
something.
That's how they choose the Dalai Lama, right? They put all the objects out in front of them and see which one,
Which one
well,
comes
it's like
back
the
to life?
objects that belonged to the other person before they died, and it's like and they pick the objects that they're reincarnated.
So that's how they do that, huh?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
have
that's how
no-
they pick them. Or one of the.
What do you mean?
steps
They
of the
pick
process.
what they come back as?
Well, no, they pick the objects that the previous person that they are coming back as owned, like a vase or
I don't know, man. Like I said, they never go back and say, "Oh, I shoveled horse poop."
Have they ever? How about a bottle with a genie in it? Do they ever have one of those?
I love the genie bottle.
Yeah.
I love the genie bottle. What do they call it? Where you jokes? I love the genie in the bottle jokes. That's so good. So
Here's one for the grocery store magazine stand.
right.
Elon Musk's father said he had a second child with his 35-year-old stepdaughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep, huh?
That's deep. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess we need to get to famous birthdays, but before we do, I have a famous birthday. A very, very sweet lady that everybody loves right here in our little town of Young Harris, Georgia. Miss Shirley Miller. Happy birthday to Miss Shirley Miller. I am not kidding you. She is so sweet. That is Zell Miller's widow, and I love Zell too. And
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
and she is such a sweet lady. But anyway, we just hope you have a great, wonderful birthday today, and we love you, no doubt about that. And so we're gonna get that out as a famous birthday before we get to the rest of the ones that are not as famous as Miss Shirley Miller. And anybody that knows Shirley loves Shirley. Ain't that
I'm
cool?
sure. I
Yeah.
haven't met her, but
Yeah, you need to
love
meet
her already.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you got on your famous side of things, man?
Well, we've got a lovely lady, and I think we're going to play a song of hers.
That's Linda Ronstadt.
I guess it is. That wasn't the one I was expecting.
No, we're
Wow.
expecting If You Love Me, Let Me Be. But, Packy is a Star Wars guy, so he has no idea.
Yeah.
Hey, this
So,
is a good song, man.
yeah, Linda Ronstadt was born today.
How about
It's her
that?
Birthday. She's
Keep going.
1946. Let's do the math real fast. She was born in 1946, so she's 70-something.
Okay, do you know when she started out that who her band was?
The Stone Ponies,
And
right?
who played in them?
I don't remember who
Most
played.
of the group that was with the Eagles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yep,
Wow.
yep, he sure did. Glenn Fry and all them, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they all run around together.
Cool.
Yeah, they all run around together.
Well,
it's
that
cool
was
to listen
that was
to.
a super hit. Who was it that wrote that song? Did Willie Nelson write that for her or something like that?
No, which one you talking about? If You Love Me, Let Me Be?
No. Different drum.
I don't remember, man. I think Frank wrote that, or Sam one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
one or the other. What else you got?
Well, another big one here.
Packy?
I don't know if Packy's got this one tuned up for me or not from the thumb drive that I gave him. But
Look who you're dealing with here, Mike.
you're the wizard. You're the
Now do
wizard.
y'all
Of,
understand why our show doesn't get any better?
the wizard of the control room. As a filler, Jesse Ventura's birthday. You know Jesse Ventura,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm all
Jesse
about that.
Ventura's birthday, yeah. And on the sad note, the first deportation camp, the Jews were sent to Auschwitz.
Yeah,
And that's a sad note,
yep, no doubt.
but we don't want to forget about what happened.
And don't forget, we got Gabriel Iglesias. Remember him, the comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hoot. Ain't no doubt. I love watching him. So we got anybody else lined out over there? You ready to go?
Well, I'm ready to go, but I'm not sure if our sound man's got it. So I'll just go ahead and blurt it out.
Blurt it out.
In 1815, Napoleon had to surrender when he lost the Battle
Of Waterloo. And that's
Now,
where he starts. Okay,
that's
Pack.
where they and
Oh, there it is.
I did it, man.
you did it.
I was typing like 90 words a minute right there.
Oh. Okay, we're going to do one more.
One more.
Then we got to go to break.
Well, okay. How fast can you type, Packy?
Type this in, Packy.
Soap opera.
No, not soap opera.
When you were 10 years old, and it was summertime, and your mom just got you out the door to go out and play, and got the house clean, got the laundry done.
Right.
She sat down and turned on the TV, and on came.
Is that the wrong one?
It's the wrong one. One Life to Live.
Oh,
One Life to Live.
Well, that's
was
Days of Our Lives,
made
but
its
we don't know.
debut.
Oh,
Keep
Lord.
talking.
There we go.
Keep talking.
One Life to Live. Oh, it
That's
sounds
not
more
it
like-
either, man. That's
There's
like
one life to live.
Yeah, that's it.
we're going to a break, folks. We need some help over here. Mike's got this great idea, and Packy just flushed it down the toilet. We come back, we're going to have Jay Edwards on. I'm telling you, we see what's going on with him. Love Jay Edwards, and but anyway, go to jayedwardsmusic.com. Sears Hometown Store, Blairsville. You got us anything pulled up for that pack? Remember,
Look, I can't do everything around here, man.
we love Sears Hometown Store. We'll be right back.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. The town of Murphy is on a path to beef up the town's full-time fire department. Now they've got to find a new chief of police. Longtime Assistant Police Chief Dustin D. Smith is now the sheriff-elect for Cherokee County, and in an unusual reversal, he's leaving with his boss, Justin Jacobs, who will next serve as Smith's chief deputy. So town manager Chad Simons has two positions to fill and tells WJRB that he has about 12 applicants to interview after the 1st of August. He says they are a mix of locals and outsiders, and the town has put together a panel of advisors to help with the search. Simon says he's appreciative that his current chief and assistant chief are enthusiastic about helping out on their way out.
You know, they've said it multiple times, but they're also following through. They're making this transition as smooth as possible, and I know the town appreciates that, and I certainly do.
Once the chief is hired, Simon says the new chief would probably be able to select his own second in command. It was announced yesterday that North Carolina District Congressman Madison Cawthorn is dropping the civil lawsuit against a man who caused a car wreck in 2014, leaving Cawthorn paralyzed. Media outlets have not reported the reason why. Cawthorn had sought nearly $30 million from the driver, a close friend, whose car hit Cawthorn on a spring break trip 8 years ago when Cawthorn was 18 years old. And the Georgia Department of Public Health is still watching closely a resurgence of COVID-19 in Union County. Community spread is categorized as medium in Union, and there has been a noticeable spike in positive testing over the last 5 weeks. It's as high as it has been since late January. Meanwhile, next-door neighbor Towns County's positive rate is much less per 100,000 and is trending back downward. Please download the free WJRB app. From Michael Ziegenbein and Pat Malone, I'm Jeff Batten.
Yes, may I help you?
I'm here for the refrigerator, ma'am.
My what?
When you came by Sears of Blairsville recently, you said your refrigerator needed repairing.
And you came here to fix it?
Yep, we come to the location and fix it right there.
As long as you're here. Can you fix my sister up with?
Just here for the refrigerator, ma'am.
Sears Hometown of Blairsville now services appliances from LG, GE, Bosch, and more, right at your house. And you won't believe how fast we'll get your fridge, washer, or dryer working again. Stop by for details at your Sears Hometown store.
Blue Ridge has a surgical office that you can count on and trust. Union General Surgical Associates. Board-certified general surgeon Dr. Clifford Thompson brings over 30 years of medical experience along with a passion and commitment for helping his patients. Union General Surgical Associates is located at 21 Kimberly Lane, Suite A in Blue Ridge. To book an appointment, please call 706-946-1910.
You've been tubing in Helen, but now there's another option here in Warren, presenting the all-new West Tubing Company. Not your ordinary tubing company. From grandparents to little ones, young adults to teens, take a trip downriver, complete with rapids and clean mountain water, and stay afterward for fresh food from the grill and a full bar, along with live music. The all-new West Tubing Company in Warren, 6175 Old Highway 64. West Tubing Company, not your ordinary tubing company.
Options are a beautiful thing. That's why I'm obsessed with my McDonald's order. It's ever-changing, but always me. And right now, it's only $3.29. So I can pair a double cheeseburger, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, or small fries for just $3.29. And throw in any size soft drink for just $1. My order might change depending on my mood, but that feel-good taste of Mickey D's is always the same. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Warm weather demands a lot from our trucks.
For towing boats to the lake.
Bed covers to hide work equipment.
Heck, I'd just settle for a cool rain guard for when you need to crack the windows on a hot day.
So Rose Auto is always thinking of ways to get you where you need to go. For bed covers, towing accessories, and great car audio.
It's Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway. The only way to go this summer.
Right. And who has the tailgate rack for the grill? Don't say it, I know. Rose Auto in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway.
Boundary Waters Resort and Marina on Lake Chatuge is the #1 JC Tri-Tune dealer in the country, specializing in luxury performance tri-tunes with reliable Suzuki outboard power. As the exclusive dealer for JC Tri-Tune in the Lake Chatuge area, our professional sales and service team will get you out on the water in style. For the best selection and pricing on new and used JC Tri-Tunes in the North Georgia mountains, visit Boundary Waters Resort and Marina at bwboating.com or call 706-896-2530.
The Morning Dish! The Friday Morning Dish is delivered proudly by your hometown Sears store in Blairsville, the home of Craftsman and Kenmore brands. Sears Blairsville has your next appliance or yard purchase covered.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, and I'm telling you right now, folks, go to Jay Edwards Music. Check out Jay Edwards. I love this guy, and got a new album out. He's out. Where are you at, Jay? Okay, you're going to have to turn up the mic a little bit or something. I can just barely hear you. There we go. Where you at?
I'm in Perryville, Missouri.
Oh, how's the weather up there, man?
Man, it's hot, just like everywhere else. It's hot. We're about to die, man.
Yeah, thank goodness that you play inside where the air conditioning's going on. But I ain't talked to you in a long time, man. You have been, every time I turn, you're in Texas playing. You did the Bow Extravaganza. I mean, you out there on the road getting it, man. How's it going?
Yeah, man, it's just 90-0. We're just running and gunning and trying to keep it all alive, man.
Well, it's a hard road to hoe right now. I know it is. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Tell me something. Now, your father was an evangelist, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And y'all travel. I guess the reason that kind of struck me this morning, because we've actually got a guy that's got a tent revival set up here, a whole month here in Hiawassee, a tent revival. And I'm actually going to go because I've never been. I thought, well, that'd be cool to go to this. But did y'all ever do anything like that back? Is that the kind of stuff he did or what?
No, we didn't have one that we carried with us.
Right.
I'm sure that we did some stuff like that. Used to be the old Georgia campground was an open air thing, just had garage doors and stuff like that on it. But at one time, but no, I think once my dad left Arkansas,
right.
South Arkansas, and there was the church that we were at. They did a tent revival one time, and because a buddy of mine called me, and I said, "What y'all doing?" He said, "We're having a tent revival. It's 107 degrees." About the tent revival was it was hot.
I guarantee you that is. I've never been, but I always think like Paul Thorne. I know Paul Thorne, but his daddy was a Pentecostal preacher, and he based as far as his stage presence, he gets a lot of that from his dad being a Pentecostal preacher. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, same here. My dad's Pentecostal preacher, and my mom played the music. She played accordion, and he played an old flat top guitar, and man, they sang. Used to go around. They'd go down to Louisiana and in New Orleans, Jackson Square, and they'd get around there and one microphone, and sing, preach, and have a big time.
Yeah, that's big times, no doubt. But they've got this one up here. Me and Emily talked about going. That's my wife. I think we're gonna go try it out one night, get up there and see all that's going on with that. But that is really cool. But anyway, like I said, so. Yeah. Let me ask something. Now, you were up there playing at I guess that's probably the way I understand it, probably the last Bose Extravaganza. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. I think they're thinking about going a different direction, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. So they call it the last one, but they're also talking about changing the name and doing something different. So, but keeping it going. I mean, John ain't gonna quit.
No.
He ain't gonna.
But now you were up there singing with John, and you was up there with what's his name with Trick Pony?
Keith.
Yeah, Keith Burns and all of them. You was.
Over.
Do they not get? I mean, like when you get up and start singing, you just blow everybody out of the water. They not get jealous a little bit. They're like, "All right, Jay, go back to the back and keep playing your guitar."
No, Keith's got a thing he does that says when he says if I have to follow Jay Edwards, he said. There ain't but one way to do that. And he hits that old guitar and that top string, and he says, "You sing one of your number one or nominations or something like that."
Number one hits, yeah.
Said Jay Edwards ain't got that yet, so he just hits that and goes at it. But it's big fun, man. I mean, those guys, they mess with me, and we joke back and forth. But all of them are great singers and songwriters, and just old school. It ain't like it is with some of these young cats, coming along, and it's just a bunch of piranhas in the water, and everybody's dog eat dog. It's really back to the old school way of everybody adds something to the group and to what's going on, just like the old 70s and and 80s. You never knew who was going to be on the stage with some of these guys. They were friends. They did collaborations, and that's what I'm all about. That's what John's all about, and Keith and Cody. And so I thought you'd go a little different direction on that one. This year, man, we were up there singing just a good old boy.
Right.
And John's got to where he'll do this thing where he'll say, he said he's fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood, and then he'll repeat it, and he'll go up, and he turns and looks at me, and I say, modern day Robin Hood.
Listen to that voice, folks. That's why I love Jay Edwards right there.
Well, I paused too long this year, and when I did, I heard to the side somebody said, modern day Robin Hood, and I looked around. I thought it was Keith Burns. Turns out it was Randy Couture.
Oh, really?
MMA fighter. And I was like, holy smokes, that joker just stole my thunder, but I don't think I'm going to go down there. I'm twice his size, but that's really, but
I don't think I'd want to take that on at all, man. I ain't no way. But anyway, y'all just heard him sing just a little bit there, and I'm telling you, Jay Edwards has got the one. I love his voice. Now, you got a new album you've released here?
Man, we got, here's what we're doing. We're doing a little bit of a re-release on the Cold record from 2018. Just released Your Heart of Stone to radio.
Right.
And I've never done the singles game, but we're gonna do it now and see what happens. And so it's out there on the radio. And then I just got a message last night. Somebody in Meridian, Mississippi is doing they said we're playing I Ain't Broken, which was the first kind of release. We didn't do it. We did it as a single, but I didn't really know what I was doing.
Right.
But playing that.
Now, I'm going to tell you that I Ain't Broken, man. I am telling you right now, that is my favorite. I love that song, and it's on, I mean, honestly, that sold me right there. That is the coolest, absolutely. I mean, the lyrics, the sound, the beat, the whole 9 yards, that to me is a #1 hit song. I personally believe that.
I think it's great. Man, I tell you, a funny story is that I got a call from Mississippi, from Natchez, Mississippi, not long ago.
Right.
And brother down there and said, the DJ from Gator 104.7, he said, hey, man, we're playing your song. And I was like, good, man. I'm glad this money's paying off. And I said, wait, which song you talking about? And he said, Country Coming On. I said, that hadn't even been released yet, man. We haven't even recorded that one. And it's going to be on an underground thing. It's not something I was thinking we'd ever release.
Right.
He found it on YouTube. And we started playing it. And people around Natchez and Faraday and Vidalia, Louisiana, so they all started calling in about it. And he said, we're getting requests every day for this song. I was like, and it's a YouTube video that they're playing on the radio.
Wow. That's good news, man. That is absolutely good news, no doubt. But y'all go to Jay Edwards Music. Y'all can check him out. We've had him on before, and like I said, he is, man, his voice is just unreal. And, I mean, if you like Chris Stapleton, I like your voice better than Chris Stapleton, honestly. I really do. But not only that, you're a super, super good guy. No, I mean, honestly, and out there trying to make it. And it's hard, for an independent artist. You have to build your fans on your own, and that's the thing. You're talking about the music of yesterday. I have got a guy sent me a mashup with all these modern songs that's on the radio today. And they took like 6 or 8 different songs and just put them together, and it's the same song. It's the same song. It's like when they get up and do a show, the band just plays the same song, just one right after another, and they don't change anything, and they just change the words a little bit.
You got 6 or 8. I got one mashup that goes like 25, 30, 35. They just keep on going, same song.
Yeah,
it's the same lyrics too. It's what we call a grocery list.
Right.
It's writing. So you just make this list out, and then from song to song, you switch the list around, and there's no setup, so that there's no real hook. It's just a phrase at the end of it, that build it up, and then there it is. And say, oh, okay, all right,
But that's the thing about it. We talked to Paul Overstreet, and he's of course he's connected with all the folks up there in Nashville. There's no doubt. But he said the records executives are telling him that they're not releasing the best country music written right now because it don't fit what they're looking for as far as radio. And it's sad to think that these songs
without hooks. A song without a hook is like what?
It's like rain without an umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I could go on and get on the soapbox all day long, but they think it's a hook because hey, here's this little phrase I say. You say "girl in a sundress." Well, if you don't have a setup for that, that's just a sentence. That's just a piece of a sentence that says "girl in a sundress." It don't mean nothing when you got all this other stuff just piled up. It's it just don't make no sense. It ain't like somebody wrote a song called "If He Tells You That He's Leaving, I Don't Want to Know."
Right.
Oh, that was me. Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. You write your own things, but that's funny. You're talking about hooks. If you go back like Mac Davis, he wrote some great songs, and that song "Baby, Baby, Don't Get Hooked on Me." He was in the studio, and the guy that was with him, he said, "Look, man, you need a hook. You need a hook. You got to, you got to do a hook." And so just out of joking, he said,
notes.
Yeah, he said, "Baby," he said, he wrote this little song for him and started singing it just for the fun of it. "Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me," And that guy said, "I know you're being funny, but that right there is what I'm talking about." Yeah. And that's a hit. And it was, that's kind of where it all comes from. But now you've got hundreds of songs that you've wrote, man, and I love your style. I mean, honestly, I and I don't, it ain't what I call outlaw country. Because I know a lot of folks want to do the outlaw thing, but it's not. It's just good old country music, man. With soul. It's soul. It's got some soul to it.
It's kind of in the old styles of Delbert McClinton and then you mentioned Chris Stapleton. I love Chris Stapleton. I love what he's doing.
Right.
But I was doing that a long time before.
Right.
But Southern soul. But it's still got those. I write those country stories, so it's got a lot of that in it too. So, I hope that there's some sort of revival. I'm not trying out there leading a revolution, but the truth is that there's still a ton of grown-up folks out there that are interested. And they want something that's going to move them, something that's going to, not just hit them in the butt, but it's going to hit them in the heart, hit them in the head, give them something to think about.
Right.
And you just gotta find that. I kind of just rambling here and ranting, but I get so many people, venue owners and things that say, well, my people love this, or my people like this. They like it to do like this, and they don't have a clue. I mean, I walk in and say, hey, this is the way I'm going to do it. And it just kind of blows their mind. They're like, man, nobody gets away with that, but we do, because there's people out there that want to hear something real. And they want to hear something that tells the truth and talk some of those issues that they don't really like to talk about, but it's there. So you got to, it's there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm with you, man. I mean, you go back to, I think I'll just stay here and drink. You know how that song, honestly, I think I'll just stay here and drink. That's no doubt. But, them songs to me, and like I said, I love your stuff.
It's a song about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it's all about.
Exactly, exactly. I sing a lot of songs about cheating and broken hearts, and you don't get none of that anymore. And a lot of people talking about whiskey and drinking, but they're not talking about the reasons that some people drink and spend all their time in a bar or get involved with other things. And it's not promoting it. I'm not trying to promote it. I'm just trying to tell somebody out there that's, hey man, yeah, somebody else has been right there where you're at.
But I mean, of course, we ain't got much time left, but you write a lot of songs, and when you actually hear a song, and it's like, dang, I wish I'd have wrote that. I should have done that. I mean, that's just something that, it's like, that is so simple, but that is so good. I mean, do you ever do that? I do that.
I hadn't done it in a while. Is that? I'm really not trying to, just come down on some of this new stuff. But that's the sad part about it. I moved to Nashville in 2009, and man, we used to go in and sit and listen to somebody write somebody's song that hadn't got cut, and you're like, why is that song not cut? I don't understand. And you'd find yourself clapping in the middle of the song because they had a line or they said something that meant something. And I don't know, man. It hadn't happened in a while. And
I don't. Of course, I'm a big Alan Jackson fan. I mean, I love his stuff, no doubt. But he's got that song, "The Older I Get." Man, you talking about hitting home? I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have wrote that. I could have done that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do. People say, you write these songs, you got all these stories. I said, I don't write my songs about me. I write my songs about other things I've seen.
Right.
And I write songs so that people could come to me and say, man, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And they do that. There was a guy that I mentioned that song, I Don't Want to Know. And there's a guy came to me last night and after the show, and he was like, man, there's this song. He said, you started out. He said, it starts out and you're singing, and he said, you say, if he tells you that he's leaving. And I said, yeah, I know it. It's I Don't Want to Know. He said, you got that on CD? I got to have that. He said, man, I got to have that. He said, I can't go into it, but that's my song right there. He said, I got it. Well, brother, I wrote it for you. I didn't know you, but I wrote it for you.
That makes you feel good. Jay, we've got to get to a break. Y'all go to Jay Edwards Music. You cannot miss him. And you check out his stuff. Check out his music. You're going to love this guy. And, man, I appreciate you getting up early. I know it's early up there where you're at, but always good to talk to you, man.
You too, my friend.
And don't forget to call me this afternoon, and we'll talk on the way home. So that being said, man, you take care.
All right, see you, man.
All right. Folks, we got to get to a break. Sears Hometown Store of Blairsville is our favorite place, no doubt about it. And if you're looking for anything for your home, you're looking for tools, you're looking for lawnmowers, they have got it. And Andy Burke's over there. It's a hometown store. So when you spend your money with Andy, it stays in the area, which is good. So we'll be right back.
Sarah the Sears shopper from Suches is wise when it comes to protection agreements on appliances. But when one of her ex-husbands broke her stove while he was fixing the ice cube maker,
I knew I needed a little extra protection.
Sears Blairsville offers 5-year protection agreements on all their new products, which means protection against DIY husbands.
You mean ex-husbands.
Looking for a better experience? Go see the Sears team or call 706-745-6600.
Because Sears Blairsville is better than the competition.
Erlanger Urgent Care in Murphy and Express Care in Hayesville offer convenient walk-in care 7 days a week. Hours are 8 to 7 Monday through Saturday and 10 to 6 on Sunday. Both locations have plenty of free parking.
A Canton small business owner got a lien notice that he owed the IRS over $25,000.
He now owes $1,600, and Debbie did it.
A Jasper resident owed over $58,000.
He settled with the IRS for $6,000, and Debbie did it.
Debbie Snelling at North Georgia Tax Solutions in Blairsville did it. Debbie and her team go to bat for you every day. Find out what tax relief you're eligible for. From consultation to the closing, call 706-745-3856. 706-745-3856.
Hello, this is Brett Cohey, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. I know that there has been volatility in the market, and you might be wondering what rising rates means for you. Call me today at 706-632-2767. That's 706-632-2767. And let's schedule some time to learn more about our current CD and bond rates. Let's help make sure your money is working as hard as you are. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV, now offering new RVs from top brands like Cedar Creek Fifth Wheels, Cottage and Villa Park Models, Salem Travel Trailers, No Boundaries Extreme Off-Road Towables, and more. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the largest service center, parts, and accessories selection in the area, so there's no need to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV, located at 3676 Highway 76, or online at yhmarineandrv.com.
Let's go!
Shop the hot summer savings event at Carolina Furniture and Mattress Outlet going on now. Summer is heating up with 60% off retail on everything in stock. You'll love our selection. We have home furnishings in stock and ready to take home or have delivered. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and home accents are on sale. Save 60% off retail on everything in the store. Shop the hot summer savings event at Carolina Furniture and Mattress Outlet in Hayesville. Don't miss it.
Early detection is the key to surviving colorectal cancer. That's why if you're 45 or older, a colonoscopy is so important. Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital makes it easy. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Michael Nerney, call 828-678-6781.
The Morning Dish. Today's Morning Dish is delivered by your hometown Sears store in Blairsville. There's always a friends and family sales event on the horizon, and Sears Blairsville loves rolling out the discounts on lawnmowers, refrigerators, and washing machines. Not to mention sponsoring the Morning Dish.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, and I do want to do a big shout-out today for this young man, Ray Goulet. I hope I'm saying that right, but anyway, he was a D-Day war hero, and he actually passed away on Independence Day at 99 years old. And I do not know this man, but I do appreciate his service, and thank you so much. 99 years, that's a long life, but anyway, like I said, Ray Goulet passed away at 99 years old on Independence Day, and actually was a D-Day war hero. Man, you need to, these folks like this right here, these are heroes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally,
yeah. Total hero.
I mean, those are the guys who, got dropped off at Normandy, and mostly just became bait.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And but anyway, just wanted to bring his name out and let just a big thank you to all the servicemen out there.
Yeah.
And we got the hometown thing coming up that they're going to do, the salute to our veterans. That we'll be talking more about that. That's going to be in Andrews Airport. Going to be a great day over there, and y'all need to get over there if you'd like to meet some heroes, real heroes, heroes.
And free ice cream too.
Yeah. No doubt. Love it, man. We got a Texas family. They dine at a North Carolina Waffle House, and then they rob it before they leave. What the heck? They ain't leaving no tip. I bet they didn't leave a tip. I bet they took a tip, too.
Robbing the hand that cooked you.
What is that? Biting the hand that feeds you? Ain't that what it says? That's crazy. I don't know, man.
That's pretty rude.
I would at least tipped. Would you not leave a tip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
maybe at least wiped off your own table or something.
Yeah, something. But anyway, yeah, they from. Yep. But anyway, they actually robbed it. That would be, I don't know. If I was gonna rob, it'd be a service station. Y'all service stations, y'all got to reduce your price on gas because it's your fault.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to say I filled up this morning on the way in, and it had dropped, almost a quarter since last week. So
oh boy, yeah, it's just down to
pleased.
$8 a gallon now or something, right?
Yeah. In medical news, and I'm trying to figure out what this headline actually means.
Right.
2 pig hearts were successfully transplanted into brain-dead human patients. How do you determine that it was successful? Did they come back to life?
Well, don't they? I don't know.
But they genetically modified the pigs so that their hearts were compatible, so they could transplant.
But don't they do that? Don't they do that a lot though? Like if they put a pig valve in you or something like that. If you're
pig valve, but a whole pig heart. Yeah. Anyway, that's.
You still eat bacon?
I don't know. I was sitting there wondering. It hit me the same way. It'd be like being a cannibal.
I think you'd have a reaction probably.
I'd have a reaction if I had to quit eating bacon. That's crazy what they can do now. They actually, they can grow ears now. They can grow ears and nose. I mean, clinically.
Well, they're also working on 3D printing. They make up a kind of a slurry of cells, and they have a printer that can print it, so they can print an ear or other body parts out of this juice of cells. How about that, huh?
That's pretty intense.
Sounds gross.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. I don't know. They say, they're working on where you actually do like brain transplants. So I think that'd be.
Well, there's a few up on the shelf there at some of the. Just stay away from that one that says abnormal.
You'd never know the difference, would you?
What's the cryogenics where they actually, people that pass away and then they freeze them instantly, and then when they get a cure, they're going to bring them back to life and then fix them? You think that's going to work? I mean, how you going
worked in Star Wars?
Oh,
Han
okay.
Solo
Well, it
was
worked.
frozen. Remember?
Yeah, and brought him back to life. Yeah. There were several of them movies they've had like that over that.
Sci-fi author Robert Heinlein, I think it was, wrote a book about that. The story was based on a guy coming back to life 40 years later or something like that. He was really disappointed.
Meghan King says she's annulling her wedding or marriage with, is it Cuff Biden Owens? Is this it? So the marriage was a mistake?
Well, whatever.
How do you annul? I don't understand annulling. Like when you get married, it's so many days.
That's a Catholic thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you have to have like a good reason for it. I mean, there has to be like.
But is that not a divorce?
It's basically saying like the marriage. It's not a divorce within the church. It's basically saying the marriage was invalid to begin with, from my understanding. Not like I've looked into it or anything. Just kidding.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you get up.
No, if there's things like, I don't know, you're actually cousins or something. Well, I mean, you could.
Yeah, that's the only thing about our.
Or there's like abuse or so, there's.
Family reunions down here in the South, it gets a little bit intense. It's kind of uncomfortable because all these people that got married and then they get divorced and then they stay kin. It's like, if you're going to divorce, don't be kin either more. Break the whole thing off. But you know what I'm saying? But you have family reunion, you got all these folks that's divorced, but they're still kin. It's very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You walk into a room and it's really, what do you call it? It's
awkward.
Like, awkward, yeah. It's like, yeah. And, and then they remarry their other kin, and it's just weird. What?
Are you talking about your sister cousin?
We got another break.
Yeah, one more.
Hey, 706-379-9770. Call us, folks. We have got Packy's Joke of the Day, 706-379-9770. Please call Packy's Joke of the Day. It's always fun. And I'll guarantee you, he'll have his intro music set up and ready to go, not like poor old Mike Z over here.
He worked all night on that.
That's right.
He did. He worked all night. I screwed it up.
So bad. But anyway, Sears Hometown Store, Blairsville. Come by, check them out. We'll be right back.
Sarah the Sears shopper from Suches is wise when it comes to protection agreements on appliances. But when one of her ex-husbands broke her stove while he was fixing the ice cube maker,
I knew I needed a little extra protection.
Sears Blairsville offers 5-year protection agreements on all their new products, which means protection against DIY husbands.
You mean ex-husbands?
Looking for a better experience? Go see the Sears team or call 706-745-6600.
Because Sears Blairsville is better than the competition.
At Hideaway Lake Chattoog, their motto is eat, drink, and relax. They offer delicious scratch-made meals and handcrafted cocktails in a relaxing mountain view setting. They're known for their personable service, superb burgers, and the coldest beer around. Don't miss Wednesday night karaoke and the great live bands Fridays and Saturdays. They're located at 3915 U.S. Highway 76 in Young Harris. You can dine in, take out, or have it delivered. Find out more and see the event schedule at hideawaychattoog.com.
Your Feel Better starts here.
Your Feel Better starts with Healthy Smiles by Dr. B in Hayesville. Are you afraid or embarrassed to smile because of decayed or discolored teeth? Dr. B uses the latest white fillings, all porcelain crowns, and laser teeth whitening. Visit HealthySmilesByDRB.com and get the beautiful smile you've always wanted, so you can start feeling better about yourself. Call 828-360-3999 to make an appointment.
They say where there's smoke, there's fire. But in Blairsville, that's only half true. Barbecue lovers, get your vehicle pointed towards Smokeout Barbecue, now in the parking lot of Blairsville restaurant Grits and Greens. Just roll down the window and let the aroma lead you to a spread of pork, chicken, brisket, and ribs. And we have all your favorite sides to go along with it. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until we run out. See ya at Smokeout Barbecue in Blairsville.
Can I financially survive another economic crash?
Will my money be there when I need it?
Do I have enough life insurance?
How do I create a personal pension plan?
Stop worrying and achieve financial peace of mind with Anderson Advisors, offering experience and knowledge. Anderson Advisors helps you design your own strategy for financial independence, protecting assets from risk and loss to make sure that you do not outlive your resources. Anderson Advisors, 1352 Main Street in Young Harris, 888-371-2847.
Looking for buying or selling real estate in the mountains? The Rick Andrews Real Estate Team is here to help. Our team of experts will guide you through the real estate process in the Northeast Georgia and Western North Carolina mountains from the moment you inquire until our last meeting. From luxury lakefront estates and beyond, we're here to make buying and selling a rewarding experience. Visit callrickandrews.com to see our listings or call the Rick Andrews Real Estate Team 828-557-9139.
The Morning Dish dish.
The Friday morning dish is delivered proudly by your hometown Sears store in Blairsville, the home of Craftsman and Kenmore brands. Sears Blairsville has your next appliance or yard purchase covered.
Oh, God, Peggy, what is going on, man?
Hey, you got to teach me, man.
I'm like, oh, he never got my mic on. This ought to be fun, folks. We got who is this guy we got on, Packy?
It's not a guy. It's Kim. It's Kim Seekman.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Morning.
This is going to be great because she is going to imitate Packy's laugh. I cannot wait.
I heard from a source that you've been going around town imitating my laugh.
Yeah, only Connor.
All right. Wait a minute. Record this. Make sure this is on record.
It's recording.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's hear it.
It's time for Packy's joke of the day.
That was good.
Do my voice now.
I guarantee it.
She's got it down. Did I really sound that country?
I guarantee it.
That's funny, you don't realize how bad you are till you actually hear yourself.
That's true.
It's like, dang, who's that moron? I think the Southern language is the sexiest language in the world.
Yep.
The Appalachian dialect. Yeah.
Is that what it is? Appalachian
dialect. Yep.
I love it. We got all them cool words that nobody else has got, like yontu, jeet, bacchanal.
You know what a fact is? Most of those originated in Scotland in the 1700s.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. That's where it all comes from.
That's part of my ancestry.
Yeah. That's why a lot of Scottish people live here. That's why it reminds them of their place.
They were the first.
Yeah, their heritage. So anyway. All right, Packy, you ready, brother?
It's Packy's joke of the day.
Kim, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So glad to have you today. We have 2 categories for you to choose from. We have fortune tellers and we have thesaurus.
Fortune tellers.
Fortune tellers. Hey, Kim, which size T-shirt does a fortune teller wear?
Not sure.
They're a medium.
Oh. Wah, 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 wah.
Perfect. We're gonna use that on every one of them now. We're gonna cut and edit that. That's going on. Golly, I love it. Anyway, you got to work today, or you off today?
I'm working sign makers and homeworks.
Oh man, but that's a good place to hang out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell anybody that wants to come by homeworks, if they heard me this morning, come in, I'll give them a free gift.
Hey, can they have like a special, like a discount, like a 5% discount if they do the laugh?
Yeah.
You don't understand. You're talking free
genius,
gifts to all my buddies are listening, and I know my buddies pretty good. They'll be over there. Trust me, there'll be lines.
That's fine.
Just for the free gift. Hey, y'all got pickled eggs? We got pickled eggs. Rex Wall brought me pickled. We ain't opened them yet. I'm going to let them soak a little bit more. Do you like pickled eggs?
Nope. You
got to come by. We got to do a taste test. We're going to have Packy on air doing a pickled egg test.
Well, don't eat pickled eggs.
Well, you need to. They're good for you.
Pickled beets.
Oh, Lord.
Those are good, too.
I don't think I deal with that. All right, girl, you take care.
All right, weekend.
All right. I don't understand all these folks that don't like pickled eggs. And did you notice something, Mike?
Anything eggs is good.
Did you notice how right on cue his song come on, right on cue? And yours was not right on cue. You wonder what the deal is with that. Oh, what is the deal with this?
Well, he's going to install a special device so that we can play our own darn songs.
I think what they're doing, I think there's espionage going on here because I think him and Steve Thompson's going to take over the show when you're out.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I think we're gone. We're over.
We'll go out and have breakfast instead.
I mean, it's like after the
I'll meet you at the Waffle House.
It's like after the show, Packy's like, "Oh, Steve, you done such a wonderful job," and then Steve's like, "Oh, Packy, I love the way you run the board." Oh, yeah, Steve, and your hair is nice. And Packy, you rock, man.
Oh, and you wear the coolest T-shirts every day, too.
Yeah.
Coolest T-shirts.
And then me and Mike's over here, we're like figuring out stuff like, "Hey, I got a good idea. Let's do this." And then Packy's like, "Well, anyway."
Turn to the left a little more, Steve. A little more left. How do I look?
Oh, Lord of mercy. Florida man tries to flee the deputies on a riding lawnmower. Now, there's a rocket scientist right now, boy. I'm going to get away.
I must have seen him on Duck Dynasty that one time.
I'm not kidding you. He's right. He tries to flee the deputies on a riding. Would that be a high pursuit? I mean, okay, a lot of people don't do high pursuit chases, but would this be legal?
That'd be a safe pursuit.
I mean,
unless he hit a rock or something, and
maybe he could engage
the rock with his mower,
gauge the blade, and right on the edge and mow the edge of the.
I'm picturing this chase. He's going about 5 miles an hour, and the cops behind him, and some old lady in a walker's passing both of them.
Yeah, that's right. There's like 3,000 cops behind him, with their blue lights going on. And this guy's got to be drunk. I mean, honestly. George Jones got locked up one time for that. Because they took his license away, and he's out of beer, so he got on his lawnmower and went to the beer joint.
Huh.
That really happened.
And that got him in trouble? I guess because it wasn't street legal, maybe.
DUI. I know a buddy of mine that back years ago got a DUI on a horse. I never understood that, but he did. He got a DUI on a horse. I don't know how that works. But I mean, you got people getting DUIs in Teslas, and they're self-driving. It's like, dude, I'm sitting back here in the back drunk.
Right. We're back here in the bar. Yeah, I got the bar in the back of the car. Hey,
how'd that turn out, Packy?
Hey, Melody Bohannon says there's a song you need to add to your rotation, Melody Ann by Marshall Tucker Band. Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah. I think I have. Melody Ann.
Melody Ann.
I love Marshall Tucker.
Yeah, y'all like Marshall? They were all right.
I like the Marshall Tucker Band still. I think they're still playing, or back some of them are. That's the only thing, we're getting a lot of the bands. It's, that's the thing about bands. Once, they keep going. If you got people, that's independent and they pass away, that's the end of that. But these bands, it seems like they just keep getting new members and new.
They add in a little new blood here and there, and then they go on reunion tours.
I mean, does Skinner even have any of the members in it anymore?
I don't know. I think, I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe one, I think, but it's still good.
Second generation, like the Trucks.
Yeah.
One of the Trucks folks.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, which I'm fine with it. I love it. I like to go watch it. It's still the same. It's just, what it is. We got a lot of troubadour artists out there, but, I talk to.
Are you allowed to ask him to play Freebird?
Yeah. No, not at all. But that one guy that I know, he's actually a music guy that promotes people and all that kind of stuff. And he said, I stay away from bands, period. I do not like bands. He said, I like independent artists because you can't keep them together. It's just everybody's.
Except for the Stones.
I bet you there. Well, of course, they're making so much money, but I bet you if you knew the back line on all that kind of stuff. But then I don't think they hang around each other except when they're on the stage. They're at that point now. Yeah. Anyway.
Before we get done, we got to thank our new sponsor of the community calendar. That was a good community calendar there, wasn't it?
Good segment.
Do it.
That's Georgia Mountain Grading. That's Mike Whittemore. And you know more about grading than
Man, I'm telling you, these are good folks. Yeah, I do. And I'm telling you, there's a lot going on right now with that. But the thing about it, like if you got your driveway, they can fix your driveway without costing you a lot of money.
After one of these big rainstorms.
Yeah. A lot of folks just bring in gravel, but you have to do all that. So give Georgia Mountain Grading a call. They're good people, no doubt. Is that the music, Packy?
That's the music.
Well, dang. I was hoping we could hang around a little more and Packy could screw us up some more, but I guess not. I'm just picking on. We love Packy. We love Packy.
It's the weekend coming up.
Yeah, that's it. The weekend. Get out and be somebody. Hopefully, if the good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll be back bright and early Monday morning. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're a little over 600 now. We just need about 6,000 more. And that being said, Mike, thank you so much. Great idea you had.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You have a great weekend.
Packy.
See you at one of the 1,000 festivals this
weekend. There you go. Y'all be good.
W249DB and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen ratings again?
Play 97.7.